Hey there, Sandy friends. This is Mr. DeGennaro. It's good to see you. I'm actually coming to you from my classroom instead of my kitchen, so this is going to be a whole lot better. Anyway, we're going to be talking about the assignment for coding this week. This is grades 2, 3, 4. Okay, now, um, new Tinker kids, which are your second graders, this is going to help you out immensely, okay, or a whole bit. 3 and 4, not quite so much, but I did notice that a lot of kids were having trouble with this, and we're going to be dealing with um, maneuvering vehicles, maneuvering objects, or characters, as Tinker likes to call it. And a character is just something that you're going to manipulate on screen. So what we want to do is take a rocket ship, and I call it rocket science, and maneuver it through the solar system. Okay, so what we want to do is think about perspectives. And so just a quick explanation. I want you to think of the rocket ship as the character you're going to move about the screen as you see it on the screen. Okay, and that does make a little bit of a difference in how we're going to attack it. So at the end of this video, you will see the maze that I want you to go through. Now, kids in hybrid classes and kids in class have four different mazes. Okay, so not every one of them is going to be exactly the same. I did that on purpose. Okay, they're meant to be done in groups of 4, but since we're doing remote, groups of 1 are just fine. All right, now what are we going to do? Well, here's what we need to do. All answers go on a separate sheet. So let me show you one of my rocket science things. Okay, and it says guide the rocket ship through the grid to get to each planet in order from the sun. So sun out. You can use the up arrow, down arrow, right arrow, and the left arrow. Make sure you write your responses on a separate sheet of paper, and make sure you do not cross paths. Okay, that's 4 things. Number 1, let's get ourselves set up. So you take your blank sheet of paper. It could be anything, whatever it is you have. Put your name on it, like I did. Now, open a second tab on your computer and find Google. It should already come up. But if it doesn't, go to Google. Then in the search bar, put solar system and search it. And then at the top, you'll see images. Click on an image. And then you'll see all these pictures of the solar system, and they'll all be there for you. Pick one so that way you have the order out for you. Okay, so you're going to need both. All right, well, how do we do this? Easy. This is called perspective, and perspective is how you see things. And the computer has 2 different perspectives, but I'm going to deal with one right now. Because Tinker uses 2 perspectives, but it doesn't tell you. All right, so what's the perspective? This is called user perspective. So if the paper was sitting flat in front of me, and now I'm looking at it, this is my user perspective, okay? That's what it's doing. All right, so what do we do? Well, we're going to use arrows to get to the sun and then the next planet and the next one and so forth. All right, so what are we going to do? Well, I look on my map and I see that the rocket ship is above. And you see my X? That X puts me down onto the grid. So I have to travel from the rocket ship down onto the grid. And I did that once. Okay, 1 move, 1 square every single time. And that's how the computer works anyway. So we're going to go down 1 square. So on my answer sheet, I write a down arrow. There you go. I have a down arrow. Now the next thing I need to do is I have to get to the sun. Now this is going to be a little bit tricky, but you will notice that for me, if I'm looking at my page, I'll try to turn it around a little bit. If I'm looking at my page, I have to go this way, which is right 1 square. Okay? So on my page, I went to the right, so I write a right arrow. There we go. And check it out, your other tab, you'll see that Mercury is next. All right, so I see I have to go down 1 and to the left 2. Down 1 and to the left 2. You see that? Okay? So I write that. down 1, and to the left 2 times. Now you could put a 2 next to the arrow like this. Okay, and that's fine too. All right, either way is good. Just do one of them, and I'm cool. So now I know that I went there. And that's how this works, guys. Okay, and you just work your way around all the planets, because after Mercury is Venus. So you have to find your way down to Venus, then to Earth, then to Mars, and so forth. Okay? All right, so when you have it done, when you're all done with it, take a picture of your paper, just like you would for art, and upload it to me, please. And that way I can grade it for you. All right, so I look forward to seeing your responses. And don't forget, I'm going to have the map that I want you to use available at the end of this video. So that way all you got to do is pause the video and you have your map. All right, good luck, y'all. And if you have any questions, hit me up on my office hours on Wednesdays. Or if you need another time, email me. I'll be very happy to Zoom. I have my own private link. You and I can just email and we can get you through it. All right, thank you. And good luck, you guys.